The truth is that as hard as you're working and as diligent and consistent you are with your work so that you can make money for yourself, your money can also be working for you and bringing more income to you. Now, one of the reasons why we work is to increase our net worth and also attain financial freedom. But the sad thing is this reality that plagues us, and we are yet to do anything about it. The exorbitant fees and charges plaguing account holder is actually enormous, and we are not talking about it, and it's becoming more rampant, and it's a sad reality that we have just blended ourselves into. The reason why we keep money in banks is for them to hold our money for us and then keep it for us so that we can easily access it whenever there is a need for it. Now, in case you don't know, let me tell you the 3 reasons why banks were created at first, which is to hold money, to facilitate trade, and then to lend out money. And back in the days, there are ways that these banks make money without charging the account holder exorbitant fee like they do now. And basically, the way they do it is by lending out money or by investing. So when they lend out money or invest, there's an interest they get as profits, which is literally the way they pay their staffs and they keep the whole system running. That's exactly what they do. They lend out money for a profit, or they invest in high-yielding things that will bring them a lot of profits. That's essentially the way they used to make money. But it's a sad reality that we are facing that it has changed dramatically. These banks charges account holder exorbitant fee for the privilege of using our money. The fee literally comes from every single angle without any form of creativity. And to me, I think it is unfair, I think it is irresponsible, and we need to learn to take charge of our money and get our money to work for us, instead of us losing our money to the exorbitant fee that these people charge on every of the transaction you make and every little thing you need to do. Hence the need for financial education. And the truth is that there have been a lot of complaints. A lot of people have been complaining about how the bank system run now, but complaining will not get us anywhere. Mere talking is not going to get anything done. The only thing that will get anything done is by us taking financial education and knowing exactly what to do with our money without losing our money because of the exorbitant fee they charge and because of the inconvenience that you even encounter when it comes to transacting in banks these days. Now, I need to put up a disclaimer at this point that I am not a financial advisor. I just know a little thing about finances, and I thought to share here on this channel. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 6 reasons why we don't put our money in the bank and what you can do with your money instead. If at any point in this video you find information that I'll be sharing resourceful and useful, please don't forget to drop a like, because it helps this video do well, and it also encourages me to put up valuable content on this channel. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. One of the reasons why we do not put our money in the banks is because of the exorbitant fees and charges. Now, as a responsible adult, you have worked so hard to earn your money. There are even people who do multiple jobs just to get their money, only to be taxed by government. And when you buy stuff, when you buy table, you buy chair, you buy home appliances, you get taxed for most of these things, only for you to take the remaining part of your money to the bank for them to keep and hold for you, only for you to get charged fees and charges on that money. When you make a transaction, you get charged. When you transfer money to a second party, you get charged. Almost every activity you do makes you lose a certain percentage of your money, and it's really unfair. The most amazing thing about this is that even when you leave the bank, you get charged for leaving. I have seen a couple of my friends who will tell me that they are having minus something in their account. They did not borrow any money from the bank. It was just the money that they put in, and they have withdrawn some, and of course, because of the charges, they could not withdraw all. But not only could they not withdraw all, they still have minus on their accounts. And it's actually very surprising and unfair, because they did not borrow any money from the bank, but the bank play charges on every little transaction they do, making the account holder lose their money. Is unfair. The second reason why we do not keep our money in the bank is because of the interest rate that is significantly low or non-existent. Most of the interest rates in bank these days is usually less than 1%. It's very insignificant. But even the interest that you eventually gain, you lose it because of every of the transaction that you make on the bank. Whereas there are so many investments with minimum risk that you can make as much as 9% of your money per annum. When I ask people the reason why they don't invest their money, they say that it is safer to keep their money in the bank than to invest it, which is not always true, because there are so many investments with little to no risk that will give you a certain percentage of your money as interest per annum, which is very profitable than keeping it in the bank, where you not only keep your money but you lose it. The third reason why we do not keep our money in the bank is something that I'm still yet to wrap my head around it because of how unfair it is. It's because of the mediocre service. So many of these banks, their services are actually very mediocre. Just for you to transact, open an account, or just have an engagement in the bank, you would have to queue for a long time. Sometimes you have to queue in the rain, sometimes you have to queue in the sun. The services are mediocre, like they are doing you a favor, whereas you are the one that is doing them a favor by keeping money in their bank that they can use to make investments and lend out and get interest that they will never pay you. Longer line just to make transaction in the bank, and nothing has been done to ease this. Imagine staying on the line for so long only for them to make profits with your money, profits that they will never give you interest. As a matter of fact, you will even lose your money. The fourth reason why we do not keep our money in the bank is because of inequality and favoritism. Basically, when you see two people go to the bank to take a loan, you realize that the interest rate is different. So one interest rate might just be 5% of the loan and another maybe 8% of the loan, and it's actually unfair. And most of the time you realize that the loan was taken in the same time, and then another person is getting 5% interest rate and the second person is getting 8% interest rate. It is irresponsible. It is unfair. And one thing I've realized is that the people at the receiving end of this are the poor, because most of the time they do not have negotiating ability to negotiate to a reasonable interest rate, and the bank take advantage of that. And I think it is actually irresponsible and unfair. And this is one of the reasons why we do not keep money in the bank, because of inequality and favoritism. It is certainly not fair. Now, the fifth reason why we do not keep our money in the bank is because of too many fees, which are usually very high, and you end up losing most of your money. This is actually a reasonable point for we not to keep our money in the bank. Now, there are so many reasons why we do not keep our money in the bank, but the last one I'll be talking about in this video is lack of sympathy and empathy. Many of these banks do not have sympathy for their members and account owners. That is why you will see long lines in the rain, in the sun. You will see pregnant women sitting on the floor in front of the bank building. Most of the time, they will not even allow the account holder to come into the premises of the bank. They'll just make them stay outside in the harsh sun. It is very unfair because many of these people have businesses that they need to attend to, but they will spend the whole day at the bank without being attended to. The lack of sympathy and empathy is actually very, very glaring for all to see. I don't know, probably they get a prize for being the bank that has the highest queue in front of the gates. I don't know, probably they pay them for that or anything like that. But to me, it is lack of sympathy and empathy, because you will see the elderly, the young, pregnant, and different form of people staying and queuing in the sun, in the rain, in front of the bank just to get their money that they put in their bank, the money that the bank used to make profits. It is unfair and very irresponsible. Now, when it comes to what you should do with your money, is actually up to you. It's based on your decision. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. You can reach out to a financial advisor that will put you through the best investment to make in order for you to preserve your money and also allow your money work for you. Personally, for me, the way I keep my money is one that I actually find very interesting. I have a app on my phone. It is called Branch. I literally keep my money and I get as high as 11% per annum, which is very interesting and I love it. Another way I keep my money is to buy USDT on Bitcoin because of the consistent rise in dollar, and it's literally preserve my money and give me a lot of profits. There was a time I bought dollars of 200,000 naira, and then by the time I was ready to get it back, I was able to get 230,000 naira back with 30,000 naira as my profits, which is quite interesting. I only kept it for about 6 months, so in just 6 months I made an interest of 30,000 naira, which is interesting because if I kept it in the bank I would have lost my money. So there are literally so many ways you can preserve your money and even get high interest. I'm going to try to create a video on it and post it on this channel. If you are not subscribed on the channel, please subscribe, because I know that you are going to find every content on this channel very valuable. Again, before taking any decision, make sure you contact a financial advisor so you don't lose your money to very high risk investment. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to drop a comment. I'll be engaging every comment I receive on this video and be interacting with you. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I'm very confident that you're going to be finding every video I put out here very valuable. Thank you so much. I love you and I appreciate your support, and as always, I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.